Lurking Threats, a House of Dragon podcast discussion on geopolitical dynamics. Lurking Threats, a House of Dragon podcast discussion on geopolitical dynamics. In the ever-shifting landscape of global politics, there exist unseen forces that can disrupt the fragile balance of power. These lurking threats are not always immediately apparent, but their presence can have far-reaching consequences. Let's dive into the world of geopolitics and explore some of the most significant lurking threats that could impact our world. First, we have the rising tensions between the United States and China. The trade war between the two nations has been a dominant force in global politics for years, but the real threat lies beneath the surface. China's increasing military presence in the South China Sea, its expanding economic influence in Africa and Latin America, and its growing cyber capabilities all pose significant challenges to the US's position as a global superpower. Another lurking threat is the growing instability in the Middle East. The ongoing conflict in Yemen, the proxy war between Iran and Saudi Arabia, and the rise of extremist groups like ISIS all contribute to a volatile region that can draw in global powers. The potential for a larger conflict in the Middle East is a constant concern, and the implications for global oil markets, regional stability, and global security are far-reaching. In Europe, the looming threat of a resurgent Russia is a major concern. Russia's annexation of Crimea, its support for separatist groups in Ukraine, and its growing military presence in the Arctic all demonstrate a desire to expand its influence. The potential for a conflict between Russia and NATO is a real one, and the consequences for European stability and global security would be severe. In the Asia-Pacific region, the growing tensions between North and South Korea are a ticking time bomb. The ongoing standoff between the two nations, the threat of nuclear war, and the potential for a conflict on the Korean Peninsula all pose significant risks to regional stability and global security. Finally, we have the growing threat of cyber warfare. As technology advances, the potential for cyber attacks to disrupt critical infrastructure, steal sensitive information, and even influence the outcome of elections is becoming increasingly real. The rise of nation-state-sponsored hacking groups, the growth of cybercrime, and the increasing vulnerability of global networks all contribute to a looming threat that can have devastating consequences. These lurking threats are not just theoretical concerns, they are real and present dangers that can have far-reaching consequences. As we navigate the complex and ever-changing landscape of global politics, it's essential to stay informed and aware of these threats. By understanding the dynamics at play, we can better prepare for the challenges that lie ahead and work towards a more stable and secure world.